You know, when you sell a dental practice, I mean, that's a huge deal. I mean, other than your decisions you make in your life, other than marriage and children, I mean, your work is a close. They're all at the top of the list. And when you've built I built my practice from scratch, from absolutely nothing, and for someone to come into your life that you trust to take over your vision and your love and what you've grown for 27 years and keep it going, that's huge. This guy is as honest as the day is long, Dr. Lauren, and so I'm trusting him and his word, and everything he said is exactly what's happened.
Being a practitioner myself, having that patient connection, and you become family with some of these patients. You become very close friends, and the thought of somebody coming in and taking over that relationship is something that's very difficult to process and difficult to decide on. You know, do I do this path or do I do this path? Should I sell and retire immediately? Should I sell and stay on as an associate for a year or two? Should I partner with somebody? Should I bring in an associate in and then sell them practice in a year or two? And there's so many different ways to do it. There's not one correct way to do it. There are certain ways that tend to work better than most, but the thing that I realize most that every doctor is looking for is a great transition, a smooth transition where you know that the hard work that you've put in for years and years, oftentimes for decades, is going to continue. The care that you've put into your patient relationships, the care that you've put into your team and building your practice, that's going to continue with somebody who cares the same way that you did and that you do.
The main thing I think with Dr. Lauren is he's, first of all, he's very truthful, very truthful. When I met him for the second time to talk about actually purchasing, I took my CPA with me, who I grew up with. He's a tax attorney in Norman. And after the meeting was over, my tax attorney, to me, is one of the smartest guys I know. He said, "This is the guy you need to be working with." And my experience with them so far has been basically a seamless transition. There hasn't been any bumps, no hiccups.
I was always, I was always the last person that wanted to, give up my ship, sort of, and really, I keep waiting for the shoe to drop. But actually, everything's just great. Everyone I've ever met is just perfect, just the greatest people ever. So I've been very blessed through this whole journey. I mean, I was just ready for everything to change, and it's like me to be just a non-conforming, pain in the butt, kind of guy. But in reality, it hasn't been like that at all. It's just I keep expecting, no, we've got to do things different now, and I think my whole office is worried about that. But in reality, we have to just keep telling ourselves, no, that's not what they want. They want us to do what's worked for us before and just improve that. And they've been actually very easygoing about all of that.
When I bought my first practice and went through that transitionary period and realized how disruptive the transition can be, I made a goal that as I build this private practice group of doctors who are working together in an environment that can compete with corporate dentistry but be very much a private practice, family practice feel, the important thing is, how do we make the transition as smooth as possible?
You got to go where you feel comfortable, and you definitely feel comfortable with him. Your staff feels comfortable, they feel loved, they feel appreciated, and that's nice. That's what you have to have, because if your staff starts to wonder and worry, and if it changes a whole lot, or if you're told something and something else happens, you're going to lose your office staff pretty quick, just because people are going to get nervous about what's going to happen down the road.
They've got incredible teams. It's, a relatively small company, but at the same time, it's a big company in the way it's structured, and just very impressive as far as the whole structuring of it. We have never dealt with anyone that wasn't totally professional, and just, it's like part of our office. and that has been a huge help.
They're hardworking and they're truthful. They put the patients first. And if you're going to do a company situation where someone buys you out, this is the guy you need to be with.
Transitioning your practice is not an easy decision, but we make working with us as easy and as smooth as possible. We want to continue to advance the mission of private practice. And as the dental industry is continuing to change, how do we do that as dental practitioners? We do that by working together and making sure that the interests of our patients and our teams are well taken care of.
If you're a dentist looking for a situation like this, I mean, I would definitely talk with these two guys, because once you spend an hour with these two gentlemen, you really don't want to have to go look anywhere else.
Our mission is to create a positive impact in the dental industry while advancing private practice and supporting the next generation of dentists.